I want to find this limit. It's the limit as x approaches -1 from the right side of 3x over x minus 2 times x minus 1 over x squared plus 1. All right, so I mean, if you want, you can try to graph this function. Use a graphing utility like Desmos or something else, like a graphing calculator, and see what happens as you approach -1 from the right side of this function. Okay. Or we can just do this algebraically, right? So, I mean, usually the first thing we do is we just plug in the -1 into the function. Now, it is coming from the right side, okay? So we can sort of deal with that. But let's take a look, right? When we plug in the -1, we notice that we do not get 0 anywhere, right? And that's really the key point, right? We don't, I mean, 0 in the numerator is fine, but we don't get a 0 in the denominator. So that means, actually, we can just go ahead and plug this guy right in. Okay, so the fact that this is coming in from the right side in this case will not make a difference. Okay, so let's just go ahead and plug in -1 in here. Okay, so we get 3 times -1, and then we got -1 minus 2 for that first rational function, and then we get -1 minus 1, and then -1 squared plus 1 down here. So once again, we notice we do not get zeros in any denominator. So now what happens? We get -3 over -3 times -2 over, now just you gotta be careful with this one, right? This becomes a +1, so there's a +2. All right, so what does this end up equaling here? This ends up equaling +1, or -1, I'm sorry, -1. Okay, so this final answer here is just equal to -1.